7 biblical scale disasters awaiting Canada in the next decades. 1. Warming. Our planet has warmed by 33.8 degrees Fahrenheit since the 19th century. We're headed for 35.6 degrees Fahrenheit of warming by the 2050s. July 2023 had the 4 hottest days in history. Within decades, it could be a normal summer, not an outlier. In June 2021, a heat dome engulfed British Columbia. Temperatures went up to 77 degrees Fahrenheit, far beyond seasonal averages. Across the region, car windows cracked and power cables melted. Entire cherry orchards were destroyed as the fruit stewed on trees. More than 650,000 farm animals died of heat stress. Billions of shoreline animals were baked to death. The air pressure was so high that all the clouds dissipated. By the 2070s, Canada's cities will begin to reach climate departure. It is a symbolic Rubicon. After that, the climate will forever depart from the norm. Montreal is estimated to reach its departure point in 2072. Toronto will reach it in 2074, and Vancouver in 2083. 2. No winter. Canada's snow and ice act like huge solar reflectors. As winters grow shorter and warmer, the land becomes darker. Winters as we know them will begin to disappear altogether. This will lead to a faster warming in Canada. 3. Wildfires. Canadian fires are burning for months every year. In June 2021, the village of Lytton, British Columbia, set a burning record. It burned for 3 days and peaked at 120.2 degrees Fahrenheit. By the 4th day, the village had burned to the ground. Wildfires will burn hotter, larger, and longer in the future. In the summer of 2017, wildfires created their own weather. Fire-fed clouds are known as pyrocumulonimbus. These clouds can spawn hail, lightning, and even tornadoes. They can cause more fires dozens of miles away. More than 4,600 square miles burned that year. Fires also create embers that can be carried by the wind. 4. Floods and droughts. All the glaciers of the Rockies will be gone by 2100. Inuit Nunavut is the vast northern region of Canada. Here, sea ice forms beyond the shore. It provides travel between local communities. Over the decades, the ice has become dangerously thin. Thinning of the ice also means water rising. Rising seas will destroy over 4,000 miles of Canada's beaches. The sea level will rise to 1.6 feet on the east coast. Before the 2050s, water supplies will come to depend on rain. A hotter climate will create more intense rainfalls. The rivers will overflow. A flooding of the Fraser River would displace over 300,000 people. Melting glaciers will lead to reduced flows to rivers in the long term. The prairies will face water scarcity. 5. Animal extinction. The world's largest boreal forest is already marching northward. Large parts of it have died in the south and greened in the north. These landscape changes will produce domino effects on animal life. 1 in 40 land animal species will go extinct by 2060. By 2100, the number of extinct Canadian species will rise to 1 in 16. 6. Human health crisis. In the heat, people are more likely to experience strokes and heart attacks. Wildfire smoke raises the risks of cancer and heart and lung diseases. Even unborn children are exposed to the toxic effects. Hot summers will create ideal conditions for blue-green algae. It's toxic to some animals and children. Ticks will more readily survive winters, spreading Lyme disease. 7. Economic turmoil and political unrest. Extreme weather will cost Canada $100 billion every year. A record number of Canadians will lose their homes. Power outages will become more common. In the very worst heat waves, planes will be grounded. It would reduce exports and cause supply chain problems. Higher temperatures will lower labor productivity. This will fuel upticks in aggression, mood disorders, and crime. Climate change will spawn political extremism. Climate activists will likely grow more confrontational. Do you think this scenario can be averted?